Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my house today for the moving party. Now I will be making a presentation on my moving story of 2024. Well, there was actually a moving story of 2023, which was from Tokyo to Katsudai, and from Katsudai to Koznobori, but that was not very interesting. So let's just go on to my moving story of 2024. So for this one, I am moving from Kozunomori to Yachiodai. So let's start. Well, basically, first of all, reasons for moving. Number one, LPG is the worst. I mean, I tell you, it is the worst thing ever on this earth. It's just so expensive. It makes me want to move. And exactly this is the reason why I'm moving. But how expensive this has been making me avoid using the bathtub for the past year. And it has been so annoying and so stressful. So I tell you, LPG is the worst. Secondly, taxi, hotel, all those benefits that are provided to people who live far away from the airport, those benefits are not provided for people who live near the airport, who are almost all the ones that are actually being put into Ikin. And I feel very, very, very disappointed about this unfairness. So I don't see the benefit of actually living near the airport, except for the fact that I can go home very early, but that's only like a 20 minutes difference from people who live more further away. So I don't see the benefit. Number three, the biggest reason of all, I found my perfect room. Basically people have, like certain standards for choosing rooms, and I do too. But I found the perfect room that matches like literally 80 or 90 or 99% of what I need for my perfect room. So let's talk about why I chose Yachiodai. Basically I chose Yachiodai not for the reasons that I've written here, but because the perfect room was basically there at Yachiodai. But I see that there are a selection of supermarkets that are open quite late, whereas in Kozunomori, Ropia closes at 8 p.m., which is ridiculous because that's basically the time that kindergartners actually go to bed. But secondly, evening liner. I think most of you know that I go back to Tokyo to my jikka like almost every week or every 2 weeks. And every time I come back, I never really want to come back to Chiba. So I often stay very, very late until the very last moment, which ends up making me take the evening liner back to Chiba Prefecture. But the problem with Kozunomori is that I have to get off at Keisei Sakura and then transfer again, which is very, very annoying. Thus, I think there's a huge benefit in the evening liner actually stopping at Yachiodai, which is very beneficial for me when I actually come back from Tokyo. Third, closer to Tokyo. Basically, Narita or Kozunomori is super, super doinaka. There's literally nothing. And I really want to be closer to Tokyo as much as possible, but not like super close that I want to live in Tsunadama. So I think that there's a good balance between the closeness to Tokyo and also the closeness to Narita, and I think that this is a perfect distance from both sides. Well, fourth, I didn't really know what to put down here, so I just wrote Muji nearby. I love Muji. I love going there. I don't know, I like the food, the snacks, all those cute little goodies that they sell, and all those aroma and those soaps, and I can go on forever. But basically I love Muji, and I think that having Muji near your house is like the best thing ever. That's why I put this down. So I tell you, Yachiodai is wonderful. So how I found my new room? Well, basically, when people try to find new rooms for their home, I think they try to, you know, open their PC, log into Google, and then they type in like mansion, apato, yachiodai, or something like that. But basically, I found my new room by coincidence and a miracle. I'm not going to go into details here because it's going to be very long. You can ask me like 5 minutes later when this movie ends. Okay. So my perfect new little my perfect new room, my home, whatever. The layout, I'm not gonna put my layout on here because I'm not like a fudosan-san, but basically I have a bigger bedroom, a bigger closet, which is a walk-in closet, so I can actually sleep in there if I want to. Well, not that I want to, but anyways. And I have a bigger tub, and I have a bigger kitchen, and I have a bigger of everything. It's just so nice. So here's a sneak peek into my new house. So basically you can see how my apartment looks like from the outside. Also my room. My room doesn't actually the color of my room is not this white, but that's not so important. You can come to my house and check it out later on. But the kitchen is big, and you can see the big bathtub. You can see how nice it is, right? This is the picture, not the ones that I took, but I kind of stole it from the website. So anyways, so I think this is the most important part of my presentation, how to access my new home. So I'm gonna go one by one for everyone. First of all, for Kamura-san. So basically, because you live in Keisei Narita, by train you can take the Keisei line from Keisei Narita, and it will take you about 28 minutes, depending on which train comes. I have no idea. Just take the train, okay? By foot, it takes about 5 hours and 52 minutes if you would like to have a nice walk starting from the morning and arrive in the afternoon. That's also okay as well. It's your choice. For Samir, also the same thing by train. If you want to take the Keisei line from Sogo-sando, approximately around 23-minute ride. If you want to walk, it's actually a little bit shorter than Kamura-san, so it might be a good option for you. 5 hours and 25 minutes if you dare. It might, it's basically the same time that takes the plane to get to Hong Kong. So, I mean, I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's your choice. And you know how you told me about buying a scooter? I don't know if you already have it by now or not, but if you want to access by the scooter, this is how it goes. Okay, open Google Map and type in my address, which is Yachiyo-shi, Yachiyo-dai, Nishi 7-8-19. Well, that's basically the apartment address. Now you type in your address, which is, I'm not going to say it out loud because it's personal information, but basically it's on here. Okay, so it gives you the route. It gives you 3 routes, but I think the first one uses the highway, so maybe that's not the option for scooters. So let's look into the second one. Yeah, it takes about 40 minutes. I'm not really sure about the details. You can check here. It goes around the upper part. Also the third one, which looks also nice, around 42 minutes. Okay, now for Kenti. So how you access my room is a little bit more simple than other people. First of all, open your door. I forgot to write this down, but also lock your door. Second, turn left and approach the staircase and go up 1 floor, not 2, just 1 floor. Number 3, turn left and knock on the door for 206. I wrote open the door for 206, but basically my room is not always open. I lock my room. So basically you need to knock or, ring the chime or whatever. But anyways, it's very simple for you. So people must be wondering why it's so simple for Kenti and why it's so sophisticated for you other two. Well, here's the big news. Ta-da! Kenty and I will be neighbors of the same apartment. I'm not going to hold a Q&A session because of the limited time, and I will not accept questions for the rest of the future whatever. But well, let's party at my new home soon, okay? You guys have to come. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you liked it. Bye.